Good afternoon, guys. Tonight I'm hunting in a new spot. I'm on my way to the stand now. It's the longest walk to the stand that we have. It sits up on this ridge on an oak flat. We put a camera up there, and there's more deer there in that area than we've seen in previous years. I have a good wind for the stand, but I stopped here to spray down and put some Evercalm on my boots, and we're gonna keep walking. We got probably another 200-300 yards to go. All right, guys, I'm sneaking up to the stand now, and I stopped right here at this area because there's a lot of little shrubs around here, and every year there's always a bunch of rubs on the tree. We got this tree right here, those two little ones, and we got that one there. There's another one right there on that tree. These big trees fell down, so these deer up on this hill, they have to either come down this side of the hill or down on the other side. Of my stand is right on the other side of these big trees that fell down. Also, the acorn crop this year is really good. It took a little bit longer than I wanted to get set up, but we did get set up. It's been a while since I hunted here. Now, right behind me in my stand, there is a good deer trail. Decent, it's an okay trail. The neighbors are spreading manure on the cornfield that is literally plastered on that whole other ridge over there. So we'll see how we fare tonight. We might or we might not see deer. Back in the summer, we had a series of serious storms. This ridge up here took the brunt of it. This ridge took the brunt of the storm aftermath. Tons of trees down here. This tree over here, and then the ones I showed you walking in, all those over there, they just came tumbling down. It really opened up that area over there so I can see actually out to that field really well. Go down, bud. Go down. Oh my word, buck down. I just shot a buck. Guys, 8 yards. 8 freaking yards.
Nope.
BBD. Yep. Oh boy, you guys. Holy crap. I took a video. I was talking about the trees, okay? 5 seconds later, I look over. There's a deer. Buck. Fiddles around. Comes right over here. 8 yards. I just smoked him. Brand new bow. Brand new Mathews VXR. Absolutely smoked him. And you know what? I see him dead. He is laying at the bottom of the hill. Dead. I just finished calling a bunch of people, but now we have the real work of getting down there, getting him field dressed, and then I have to figure out how to drag him up this hill just so I can get a four-wheeler up here, or the gator, I don't know. We got our work cut out for us. Fortunately, I don't have anything to do tomorrow, so we'll be up late and we'll be working. You don't have to be good at 60 yards to shoot a deer. That thing was 8 yards. And the funny thing is, my brother convinced me to come to this stand because he just came and he checked this trail camera down here this afternoon, and he told me you should probably go up there, and I had a good wind and it all worked out. So we're gonna pack up, we're gonna climb down. I'm gonna head down there, get some pictures, and start getting this guy gutted. Alrighty guys, we're out of the stand. I wanna see where I hit him. Was he right here? Yeah, he was right here. See if I can find any blood. Those are his tracks. You know what? I don't care. We're gonna go put my hands on this deer. This deer is a beautiful buck. I mean, and a long time coming too. If you can see him, I'll put a circle around where he is. I don't know if you can see him there. Oh, man. Oh, man. Dude. Look at that buck. And that shot, baby. Oh, baby. There he is. That's my buck. Oh. Perfect long shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The broadside on that guy. Now that I actually look on him, he is one that we had on camera. Kind of when I pick his head up and look at him, and this deer's, it's an old deer. I think that's an old deer. Look at the nose on that dude. There's a stud old deer. That growth, and the body on this thing is just enormous. Solid deer. Nice buck. There's my arrow. So that's the arrow. Double long, man. Double long. Now the real work begins. We have to field dress this dude. And then I think I'm gonna come in from down there with either the gator or something and get this buck loaded up. I can't load this deer by myself. I have no idea how I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be a chore. The hard work is done. It's dressed. I say dressed, field dressed, gutted, whatever you wanna say. It's gutted. And this deer has an insane amount of fat. Like I cut open the stomach, not the stomach, but the stomach lining. And I kept cutting, I'm like, where in the world is the stomach? And I just kept cutting through layer and layer of fat. This deer, I got on camera just yesterday. I mean, I checked the cameras yesterday, and this buck showed up. And I looked at it, I was like, wow, that deer is old. He's got a decent rack. I mean, it's not the most impressive rack, but he's a nice buck. I am very happy with this deer. Probably scores pretty close to my last buck that we called Trash Can. Last year, I was actually going after a buck that I called Mr. Smith, and he was a super old deer, and he got the best of me. So to put a mature buck like this down on the ground, it's really exciting. And yeah, I can't wait to get this guy in my stomach. There's a lot of meat on that deer. Well, I'll let him hang overnight. It's gonna be cool overnight, and I'll get to cutting in the morning probably. So now the actual really hard work begins. I have to figure out how to get this deer to the house. It's been a good night. I'll be back for you, so don't go anywhere. Just finished dragging this thing about 600 yards. And boy, was that a tough one. That took about an hour just to drag him 600 yards. Now I got him to a point where I can hook him to the four-wheeler. That was the longest drag of my entire life. That was hard. That thing has to weigh at least 150, 175 pounds right now, as it is, fully dressed. The amount of fat and weight on this deer is insane. Probably because he hasn't bred yet. He hasn't been breeding any does yet. What is it?
I don't like scared.
Lucy. Lucy.
Lucy.
Lucy.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that thing is a moose!
Oh my word.
Is that the big one? The old one. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the old one. He's probably 100, 150, 175 right now.
Yeah, he is.
That's after I field dressed him. see the hole. And that's where like it was, but I mean that shows the actual hole. That's 2-inch cut from Rage, and that thing put an absolute mega hole in that animal. I'd say for the first time, I did a decent job. And yes, this is my first time ever completely skinning my own animal. I've gutted them before and boned them out, but it's my first time ever skinning them. But you know, you gotta start somewhere. I think it's okay. You know, I accidentally cut into the tenderloin here, and I cut into the neck meat quite a bit, and it's not terrible. It looks like, I mean, on the camera, it looks like a deer that has been skinned. One last time. That's the buck, 8-point, little lopsided, but I think it's cool. Real old deer. I'm gonna guess he's 4 years old. And yeah, I think I'll do a European mount. We'll skin the stuff off the head, and then yeah, boil it down. So that was gonna do it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. I really hope you enjoyed, because finally I actually got a deer, and it feels good to have a deer on the ground, especially being I didn't get a deer last year. So that's awesome. Super glad I finally got it done. Might throw in a little bit of footage here from boning the deer out. I finished boning this deer out, and yeah, got a ton of meat, all the crappy scraps there. And then we have this cooler here is completely full, and then this one is half, 3/4 full. So we got a lot of meat. It's gonna feed us for a while. I want to take a shower, get these bloody clothes off me, and go to bed. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, give it a like. If you want to see some of the gear that I use, links in the description. And thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.